Hey guys, this is part 2 of the dorm/roommate video that we posted prior to this. So yeah, we're just gonna go on and talk about it.
Oh, it's always loud in rooms.
Always loud in dorm rooms. Dorm room walls are paper thin.
Yeah, even though like ours were cinder block. Were yours cinder block?
I think so, but they sounded paper thin.
They might be like blocks and like brick. They look like brick, but like you can hear.
You can hear everything.
So that also comes with like tolerating your roommate. If you have something to say about your roommate, don't
say
say it when you're in your room.
Make sure she's like at the mall.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Or out if you're gonna discuss your roommate with like your
mom
parent or your friend that's in your room. Like, don't talk about her.
Or if you're talking about your neighbor or like someone across the hall, like don't do it in your room.
Because it's always
they'll hear you.
It's always loud and it's always easy to hear like what people are saying. The next one, it's sort of like in connection with like how it's loud. Bring headphones because like if you're like me, you can fall asleep listening to music. If you have headphones or earphones, put them in. If it gets loud, sleep or do homework, whatever you have to do to like focus, and just be prepared for like unnecessary noise.
Sometimes like you'll be trying to watch Scandal on Netflix and your roommate will have to write a paper. I'm just using this example because me and my roommate both love Scandal. And your roommate will have to write a paper. So you just put your headphones in, you can watch Netflix, she can write her paper, and it'll be good. The fire drills, the fire alarms, they will go off, and they will go off at all hours of the night. And sometimes you might be in the shower, sometimes you might be sleeping, sometimes you might be doing a paper that's
sometimes you might just not want it.
Yeah, like you might be doing a paper that's due the next day, or studying, or trying to watch your favorite show, and the fire alarm goes off. So always be prepared. If it's like winter, just have a jacket and like some shoes like near your bed or like easy access so you can grab it because it's freezing out there.
Yeah.
And if you have to stay out there for a long time, yeah, always be prepared. Like have friends because like the dorm next to mine, Eagle, one time someone ripped the water fountain out of the wall in their building, and so they had there was flooding and stuff, so they had a fire drill or like alarm for like 3 hours and it was like 3 a.m. on a Friday. I mean, luckily it was like a weekday or a weekend. But like make friends and people like with people in the building next to you. So if it's cold, you can go over there and hang out and not have to hang out outside for 3 hours.
Okay, and the next one is this is in connection with like fire drills and like emergencies. Put water in your Easy Mac and ramen.
It's literally not that hard.
Please, just like open a faucet if you don't have like a bottle and like put water in it because guess what? It's gonna get too hot and it's gonna simulate a fire with smoke. And the fire alarm's gonna go ablazing and maybe the sprinklers, so you better just check that.
Don't leave your food unattended. Like popcorn burns. If you don't put water in your Easy Mac, it burns and will over bubble.
Just because the microwave's a microwave doesn't mean a fire can't start.
You don't know how many times the fire alarm went off because people just couldn't cook. It's like, it's not rocket science. Just know what you're doing and read the instructions on what you're cooking.
Have limits.
If people find out you're the person that keeps burning the Easy Mac, they will be mad at you, especially if you wake them up at 4 a.m. The next one is try to have alone time.
Definitely.
I know you're in college and you want to be like everyone's best friend, but you need alone time. You need like your space. Like if your roommate has a class and you don't have any more classes, like you're done for the day and you eat or whatever, enjoy that time in your room alone. Relax. Read a magazine. Watch a show on Netflix. Like call your mom.
Yeah.
Eat a cookie. Duvet covers. Don't get one. Get a comforter.
Yeah.
Because I had a duvet and like it was like a New York City like city one kind of thing. And it was top like there was a black part and a white part and like it was like the same print on both sides, so like you could flip it. But like when people sat on my bed up against the wall, their like butts would like slide the duvet, and so it like the zipper part would be like in the middle and it'd be like half white and like half black and like not even, and it was just really annoying. So yeah, just a little duvet comforter tip. Okay, keep stuff on your side of the room.
Yeah, don't be people trying. Don't be Germany trying to invade Poland. Just stay on your side. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Because like there's a reason why you have your bed and they have their bed. So if your stuff ends up on their bed, that's a no.
Yeah, and like just ask, like, yeah, before you sit on their bed. Like some people are really like particular about like who sits on their bed.
Keep your stuff off their side of the room unless you know.
Yeah.
Unless you know they let you. Like don't. If you have two separate closets, don't go into their closet unless like it's been established that that's okay.
Yeah.
Like don't just be like, oh, I'm gonna go grab like a trash bag out of your closet if that's where you keep them. Like ask.
Food in the fridge, like don't just eat their food. Like
don't
eat their food.
Touch
that's
the
like
food.
the golden rule. Don't eat people's food because like people get really mad if you eat their food or touch their food.
Yeah, like unless they like already told you like
it was
feel
okay.
free to like grab something, like not all of it, but like whatever you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Like unless it's already been established, don't do it. Don't
like,
be like, oh, they're not gonna notice if I take like a cookie because chances are, you know, everyone's rationing because like they're not at home. Yeah. They will notice.
Yeah. So just like make sure you ask. And, you know, share. Like, if your roommate wants a cookie, just give her a cookie once in a while.
Don't be stingy.
Yeah, don't be stingy, but you don't have to, like, it's your stuff, like, whatever. This goes along with it. Ask before you borrow. If you borrow things, don't just take. I guess we kind of just said this stuff. But, like, some roommates love to share, and some people don't like to share. But just make sure you ask. Like, I shared I mean, I would share if my friends wanted, but no one wanted to wear my clothes. But my roommates and my suite mates, or not suite mates, like hallmates, friends, whatever, they would always share their clothes with me. And yeah, it was great because I got 3 or 4 closets instead of 1.
And if you borrow someone's like clothes or like, I don't know, like you borrow something that can be returned, if you borrow like their pencil or like their ruler, please return it because like everybody doesn't have like endless supplies. Like because of course if you had endless supplies you wouldn't be borrowing my supplies. Return things you borrow because otherwise we're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah. And if you borrow clothes, even if they don't ask you, it's polite to wash them before you return them.
Yeah. Like even if you have to like wash them with your clothes.
Yeah, like that's fine.
You don't have to feel the need to like just put the one shirt in the washing machine.
Wash it with your clothes.
Like wash it with like a couple of your shirts or something, just so you know you have like the courtesy.
And then they'll let you borrow things if you return them. They'll let you borrow more things. And then like kind of along the lines of borrowing and stuff. Like okay, if you don't have paper or don't have printer ink. Like, you borrow your roommates or, like, your friends, like, a couple times. Like, it's not a big deal. But, like, more than a couple, like, go to the library and print things. If your roommate's, like, got a paper due the next day, like, let her print it. And then, like, one time she'll let you print, you know? I would definitely recommend bringing a printer. Like, yeah, you can print at the library. And it's pretty cheap. It's kind of hectic because, like, you have to, like, make sure you plan time. Because usually you don't finish papers till, like, 4 in the morning the night
5 a.m.
You know
like
what I mean.
3 hours before your class.
You usually don't print them like or finish them till like 3 hours before it's due or whatever. So then you still have to make time to go to the library to print it before you go to class. So it's kind of inconvenient, like timing wise.
Yeah, and the biggest rule, or the biggest I guess tip, would be for boys/girls,
like or friends if you have them coming over.
Ask.
Make sure you ask your roommate.
Just ask. It's just a question.
It's
just be like, hey.
Like, I want to have so-and-so come over. Like, is that okay?
Like, if they say no, go over to that friend's, like dorm room. Like, it doesn't have to... Also, remember, it doesn't have to be your room every time. Like, if you're friends with someone, it doesn't have to be like, oh, come on over to my place.
Yeah.
Like, no. Like, they have a room, too. Otherwise, like, what are they doing there? Just ask.
Yeah.
It's not that
polite.
hard. Go like the fire. Go like fire. Somebody call now.